Hey guys, this is a Prince of Macedon doing another commentary battle, and this one will take place on the Syrian flats. And for this battle, I have chosen the Numidians because somebody wanted me to use the Numidians. And my opponent, Army X Master General, has chosen the Scipii Romans. I'm just gonna call him Master General because it's easier to say. Anyways, here's my Numidian army. And I've got a full stack of troops here. Anyways, my army is composed of 2 long shield cavalry, 4 Numidian legionaries, 4 slingers, 4 archers, 4 Numidian cavalry, and 2 desert infantry. Among my troops, only my desert infantry gets the desert bonus here. And as you can see, like, my army is like all missiles, like capable of shooting like missiles or javelins or rocks or something. Because when I use Numidians, or like when anybody uses Numidians, like missiles should be your strongest weapon. And as you can see, I have my Numidian cavalry. They are probably the best. Actually, they are the best Jav Cav in the game. And Carthage also has access to the Numidians. And historically speaking, the Numidians were one of Hannibal's most valuable assets in his army. So I'm deploying my army. I've put all my slingers and archers in loose formation, and they're holding fast because I don't want them running away. I'm deploying my Numidian legionaries in the front there. All of them are fire at will mode, so that when the enemy gets close, he'll get hit by javelins. So basically, when the enemy gets close to if he tries to get close to my army, he's going to get nailed by all kinds of missiles. So he's asking for like a world of hurt if he tries to get close to me. Alright, so the battle has started. I'm going to wish him good luck, have fun. And let's see what he's got there. I can already see a peasant unit right there. On his front ranks he has Triarii. That's strange. In the back he's got 2 Praetorian squadrons, Archer Auxilia, and his general seems to be an Archer Auxilia. That probably means my opponent isn't very experienced, because most people will put their general in a safer unit. It's another Archer Auxilia, another Archer Auxilia, 3 more squadrons of Praetorian cavalry. So yeah, it looks like 9 Triarii, 1 peasant unit, 5 Praetorian cavalry, and 3 groups of Archer Auxilia. So he has a lack of missile troops, but he's got a lot of like heavy troops. Judging from the Triarii, I can only assume that my opponent is paranoid of cavalry, because Triarii is only really good for fighting cavalry, not really good for fighting infantry. His Praetorians are pretty tough. I mean, they're not upgraded, but they're kind of scary. And he's coming down my right now, coming right at my right flank. And I'm going to recall all my cavalry, my long shields, my Numidian cavalry. I'm going to have him attack his Praetorians. I'm also bringing in my desert infantry, who are designed for fighting cavalry. So you can see that big shift in my army right there to the right. He routed one of my archer units, and I'm just going to shoot him with a bunch of javelins. And I think all my slingers are targeting him right now. So it's pretty dangerous for him to be fighting this close to my army, because he has slingers, javelins, and archers to worry about. And plus my long shield and my desert infantry. And he's starting to rout already. I'm kind of surprised that like all of them routed like that. Like, I used my Numidian cavalry to throw javelins, and then when I saw him like caving in like that, I put my Numidians on melee mode so that they can finish off the Praetorians. So now that he's bereft of Praetorians, this is gonna be really easy. See his Triarii, like they got hit by Pila as they came in. And I wasn't really worried about my Numidian legionaries because they could destroy Triarii. As I said, Triarii aren't designed for fighting infantry. So there's a mass rout of Triarii in the center there. I only lost, let's see, what, 3, 4, like 6, just 6 men in my Numidian legionary units against the Triarii. Like, I wasn't worried at all about those guys. Now, they would have been effective against my cavalry, but he should have kept his Praetorians alive. But fighting next to all my missile units, that was really dangerous, and he paid for it. So here's the infamous Numidian cavalry up close there. They are very deadly. So he still has Archer Auxilia right there, and he also has one unit of Chiarii left. So it's just a matter of mopping up here. So my opponent should have brought a lot more missile units, and he shouldn't be using that many Chiarii. He should have been using like Urbans. And the Praetorians were good, but they should have been upgraded. I don't know, it's really tough to say really, because I don't really use the Romans. But the army he had wasn't good for fighting the army I had. And my opponent, instead of admitting defeat, he just left the game. But clearly the game was over. I mean, he could have waited like 2 seconds and he would have died a somewhat noble death there, but instead he left like a poor sportsman. Anyways, that was a heroic victory, and that was my 841st game online. And yeah, that was a pretty good game. Like, whenever I use Thracians or Numidians, like, I try to get as many troops as possible. So I kind of make it a fodder war. Like, I can lose a lot of guys, but I'll still have a lot of troops left over. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that.